What's up guys? So in the last video, I showed you how to solve simultaneous equations by directly inputting the values into the calculator. There's also another method that you can follow, which is called the matrix method. So in the matrix method, we have the same set of equations we used last time: 4x plus 5y equal to 0, 3x plus 2y equal to 9. So we form two equations of the form. So this is going to be of the nature coefficient matrix A plus times the unknown matrix U is equal to the right hand side, which is 0 and 9, which is called the B matrix. So here we're going to define what are these matrices. So A will just be, in this case, a 2 cross 2 matrix because we have two coefficients, two unknowns. So it will be 4, 5, 3, and 2. Matrix U is just your unknown matrix. So it will be, we have two unknowns, X and Y. So just remember, it will be a matrix of the order two rows into one column. So this will be 2 by 2 matrix. And matrix B is also a 2 by 1 matrix, which is the right hand side of your equation. So that is 0 and 9. Okay, so now we are going to solve for this. So if you want, here we want the value of the unknowns, which is the value of the U matrix. So the way we can find that out is, if you just consider this equation, the value of U matrix is the inverse of A matrix times the B matrix. So the inverse can only be found if the value of A matrix is not equal to 0. If the determinant is not of this matrix is not equal to 0, that means an inverse exists, and you can use the matrix method to find the unknowns. So again, how to do it? I'm going to use my Casio FX 991 calculator. I'm going to select the matrix, and I'm going to input the value of my first matrix, which is going to be this one, matrix A. So I'm going to select shift matrix. I'm going to set the dimensions first. So I'm going to input these values in matrix A. So it's going to be a 2 by 2 matrix. So the values are going to be 4, 5, 3, and 2. And 2. Okay, so I'm going to select matrix again. I'm going to select, this time I'm going to put the values in matrix B, which is going to be 2 by 1. Sorry, 2 by 1. And the values contained in it are 0 and 9. So in order to do the matrix operations, so I'm going to select matrix. And I'm going to select matrix A inverse times matrix B. So here in the calculator, what is in matrix B is right here. So if I press equal to, get a syntax error. Let's try this with the parentheses. So there you go, the value of, in matrix U, you have 6.42, and if you go here again, you have, it shows you the first row, first column value is 6.4, and the second row, first column value is minus 5.1. So this is going to be the value of your x. This is going to be the value of your y. So that is how you use the matrix method. So the algorithm is pretty simple. You form a coefficient matrix first. So this, I'm going to erase some of these things that I have here, so you get a better understanding. All right. So the first thing to do is form a coefficient matrix. So this is going to be your step 1. So where step 2 is going to be to find the inverse of this matrix, and step 3 is to multiply that with your right hand side. That is going to be your matrix B. And then you get the matrix which has the values of the unknown variables x and y. So similarly, you can try 3, let's say we have 3 equations with 3 unknowns. So let's say we have 4x plus 5y plus z equal to 0, 5x plus 6y plus 9 equal to 0, and 7x plus 3y plus 1 equal to 7. So let's say these are our 3 equations. So if we want to solve these to find the value of x, y, and z, z here, using these 3 equations, so we would form our matrix A, which is going to have 4, 5, 1, 5, 6, and 9. This is the coefficient matrix, 7, 3, and 1, times x, y, and z. And it's going to have the right hand side of the equation, which is 0, 0, 0, 0, 7, 007. So you need to find the values of this unknown matrix. So it will be nothing but the coefficient matrix, which is 4, 5, 1, 5, 6, 9, 7, 3, 1. Inverse times 0, 0, 7. So whatever answer you get will be, so this is a 2 cross 2 matrix, and this is a 2 cross 1 matrix. And so anytime you multiply matrices, the last value, the number of columns of the first matrix, should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. And the resultant matrix will have the number of rows of the first matrix and the number of columns of the second matrix. So the resultant matrix will also be a 2 cross 1. I'm sorry. So this is a 3 cross 3, and this is a 3 cross 1. So it will be a 3 cross 1 matrix containing the value of x, y, and z. So you can solve this using the calculator.